You see, the way you invest in your 20s shouldn't be the way you invest in your 30s or your 40s. In this life, especially in Nigeria, your money strategy should evolve with your age. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adereke Lawal. If this is your first time, I'm a legal practitioner. I major in capital markets operations, and on this channel, what do we do? I speak on investment generally in Nigeria, what to invest in, how to invest, where to put your money for great returns. If this sounds like what you're interested in, kindly click on the subscription button, like this video, and do where to turn your notification bell. So today, I'll be talking about a topic very interesting that many people don't know about: how to invest according to your age. Your money strategy when you're in your 20s should be different from when you're in your 30s, and the same for when you're in your 40s. This is generally determined by your risk tolerance. In your 20s, you can afford to explore, take more risk. In your 30s, you are in the middle. You have to balance the risk with safety. So why is this important? It is important because with every age comes something we refer to as growth. More often than not, your financial goals changes with your age. So as we have with career shifts, career developments, career growth, the same thing with financial goals. In your 20s, your priorities may be different from what your priorities will be in your 30s, same with when you're in your 40s. This is generally determined by risk. In your 20s, you have something powerful known as time. You can afford to make mistakes. You can afford to take more risks. When you're in your 40s towards your retirement, you want to prioritize safety before returns. Let's start with the first one: how to invest in your 20s. What should be like the determining factors when you're investing in your 20s, and why you should invest in certain things in your 20s. So if you're in your 20s, you have something very powerful, which is time. You have the time to learn from mistakes, to take more risks, and most importantly, you have the time to invest over a long period of time. So for instance, if you're in your 20s, maybe 25, 23, 26, and you start contributing 20,000 naira into a mutual fund or ETF or stocks monthly, you will have more than someone who started at the age of 35 or 40, contributing the same amount in the same fund at the same percentage. So you have the luxury of time to start small and earn big over time. As someone in their 20s, your financial goal should be building a strong financial foundation, and there are 3 actionable steps to do this. The number one thing you should focus on if you are in your 20s is building an emergency fund. What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund, as the name implies, emergency fund, which means savings for emergencies, savings for unexpected expenses. Why is this important? It is important because it prevents you from dipping into your investments or savings when you eventually get confronted by unexpected expenses. So how much should be in your emergency fund? Your emergency fund should contain nothing less than 3 to 6 months worth of your living expenses. So if your average monthly budget is 200,000 naira, your emergency fund should contain nothing less than 600,000 naira. The second thing you want to focus on is investing in yourself. This is very important because in your 20s, you are carving a career path for yourself, and you want to determine how far you want to go in that particular career path. So that is the time to invest in high income skills. You want to explore different areas of your career. You want to take courses and build your earning power. So it is important, very important, to invest in yourself. The last one is real investment, choosing a particular class of assets and contributing towards it consistently. In your 20s, you can invest in mutual fund, ETFs, or stocks, but ideally your portfolio in your 20s should contain at least 60% of high risk assets, because it is deemed that you have time. You have time to learn from mistakes. You have time to take risk. For instance, if you invest in the stock market, you can afford to watch it dip because you have the luxury of time to wait till the market recovers. Those in their 40s, 50s don't have that luxury of time because you're already near retirement. If you're in your 20s listening to this, create a portfolio of investments containing 60% of high-risk assets such as stocks and 40% of fixed income instruments, low-risk investments like commercial papers, FGN savings bonds, treasury bills, etc. So the next is 30s. 30 plus is a very fragile age, and it is defined by intentionality because this is the age where you are nearing the peak of your career. You are trying to raise a family, so you have to be intentional about everything. So the 2 key words you should focus on when investing in your 30s are diversification and scaling. You want to maximize returns within short period as well as expand to other asset classes such as real estate, either owning your property or finding additional streams of income. Either ways, my advice to anyone in their 30s is to focus on creating more streams of income, contribute more to their retirement planning, and prioritize insurance. If anything at all, prioritize health insurance. It is very, very important. So, what is the ideal portfolio for someone in their 30s? As someone in their 30s, your portfolio should look diversified, contain different classes of assets ranging from stocks to real estate to fixed income instruments. However, you have to take a balanced approach to these things, which means that you have to balance risk with safety. 50-50, no compromise. You cannot afford to take more risks like someone in their 20s. Lastly, for someone in their 40s, the key word is preservation. Because you are near retirement, you cannot afford to take certain risks. So you should be less about chasing high returns and focus on safe investments like the FGN savings bonds, REITs, dividend paying stocks, and commercial papers, because safety first before returns in your 40s. Lastly, you should prioritize estate planning, which includes writing a will. I know in this part of the world we avoid conversations related to will because we generally avoid death conversations or discussions. But it is very important. If you do love your family, you plan for them. So we have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching thus far. If you learned one or two things, please comment down below, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are here to subscribe, and please share this video to your loved ones that you wish for them to learn about investment. See you guys in my next video. Bye.